Hi math friends, today we're looking at solving one-step inequalities. You're going to notice that these are very similar to solving one-step equations, so let's go ahead and jump right in. X plus 7 is less than 10. So we're going to go ahead and draw a line down the inequality sign here, look for a variable, and we'll do the inverse operation here. So inverse of plus 7, I would do minus 7 on both sides. When we do that, we get x is less than 3. The step that's different here with inequalities is I will go ahead and plot this on a number line. So here's 0. 3 would be greater than 0, so over here. And when we draw our circle around 3, we're going to keep that open because it's less than. It's not less than or equal to. And less than, I would point to the left or shade to the left to show that these are all the values. Every number less than 3 would be a possible solution for this. Let's look at our other example. 91 is less than x plus 4. Let's draw our line down the inequality sign, and let's look at inverse operations. Here's where we have x, so I'm going to do minus 4. That's the opposite of plus 4. And then I'm going to get 87 is less than x. I'm going to have a suggestion here for you is to flip this around so that x is on the left side. It's easier to read if x is on the left side. And we read math equations and inequalities and statements just like we read in English. We read left to right. The thing is here, if I flip this, I also need to flip my sign. Okay, so look over here. X, the greater than, this symbol is going towards the x. So here, greater than goes towards the x. Okay, the part that's showing less is pointing towards the 87, and here, same thing. So now I can plot this easier on a number line. 87 would be greater than 0, so I'm going to show 0 here. Here's 87. And this says x is greater than 87. So I'll draw a circle around 87, go to the right, and it's an open circle because it says just greater than. Let's look at a couple more examples. So we have x divided by 7, or x over 7, is greater than or equal to 20. Let's draw a line down the inequality sign, and let's look for an inverse operation. So x divided by 7, opposite would be times 7. You can write times below or on the side. I'm going to write it on the side here. Either way would be a correct way to show work, so you get to choose. Times 7. What happens here? These are inverses. Divide and multiply, so I only have x. (20 times 7 is 140. And this greater than or equal to stays the same. Since x is on the left side, my variable's on the left side, I'm going to leave it like that and then go ahead and plot this. So I'm going to draw my number line here. I have 0. 140 would be greater than that. I'll draw my circle around 140. And then since this is greater than or equal to, I fill in the circle, and greater than would be to the right. Let's look at one more example. We have 12 is less than 2x. Line down the inequality sign here. Find our variable. What's happening here? It's being multiplied by 2, so divide by 2. And then I have 6. X is over here. Inequality stays the same. To make it easier to read, we'll flip everything around. So I'll put x over here, 6 here, flip the inequality sign. Let's go and plot that. So I'm going to say here's 0. 6 is greater than 0, so over here. And I'll put a circle around 6. And greater than will go to the right. Since it's just greater than, it's not greater than or equal to, we leave that as an open circle.